Oh, perfect timing, kid. Right now, baby Raylan doesn't know that spitting up on daddy is not polite because he's still currently learning his culture, which is what we're going to talk about today. Hello, everybody. Hello to all my awesome students out there. Today, we're going to talk all about culture. Of course, it appears that I have a baby in my hands, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. There we go. Now we can get started. So this video won't give you a whole idea of what culture is. It's meant to review some of the stuff we've talked about in class. So we've talked about the word culture and how our definition for that is a way of life. And then we talked about the fact that the way of life, we talked about the fact that that's too small of a definition, and that culture itself includes a couple of different things. It includes beliefs. It includes values and morals, ideas of what's right and what's wrong. It includes behaviors that we do. And all of these things make up kind of how we view the world. And then we took a look at a couple of specific examples of different parts of culture. And we came up with a huge list, including things like religion and language and food and music and ideas of what's polite and what it means to be clean and family. And all these different parts of culture. And really what I wanted everyone to get out of this is that everyone has it. Everyone has culture. Sometimes we think of things, or when we talk about culture, we think of culture as being something different. And the reason for that is the only time we see culture is when we see different cultures, because what we do ourselves is so normal. So we don't see it in ourselves because we consider it normal. We see it in others. But it's super important to remember that everyone has culture. So that leaves us with a question. Where do we get culture? Where do we get the way we live? Well, an easy answer for that is we learn it. And when I say we learn it, nobody actually teaches it to us. Nobody sits us down and says, hey, this is your culture. Using a computer is part of your culture. Wearing a t-shirt is part of your culture. Drinking a soft drink is part of your culture. Nobody sits you down and teaches you that. You learn it by, well, living. You learn it by experience. You learn it by seeing what the people around you do. You learn it by making mistakes. When you do something and people react in a way that you weren't expecting, you're less likely to do that in the future. And so you learn by making mistakes. So by living and observing and making mistakes and changing the way we act, we learn what it means to live. We learn how to act. We learn how to dress. We learn how to think and what we believe and what we think is right and wrong. So who influences our culture? Well, one of the biggest ones that influence our culture is our family. And this is parents passing down ideas to their children. Of course, their parents passed it down to them. We learn it from our surroundings. Not just our parents, but maybe our friends, our schools, our religious institutions. We learn some of culture from the media and pop culture. And so culture is a very complex thing. We learn it from a variety of different places. That's why they try to bring it all back to culture being a way of life. Because it is such a big idea. It seems normal because it is the way we live, and it's the way we think is normal. It's what we think is normal in our daily life. Were you paying attention? Answer the next couple of questions to find out. Why is our own culture so hard to see? What are some specific parts of culture? How do people learn their culture?